Alright guys, Ben here with another review, and this is a review I've been looking forward to doing for quite a while. This one is for Naked Wines Australia. Probably a few months ago, my mother-in-law gave me a voucher she received in a catalogue for Naked Wines, $50 voucher, and I looked at it and I was like, well, it looks like it's just another one of those wine clubs. So I'll be honest, didn't do anything with it, threw it here on the desk in the study, and that's where it sat. Then maybe a couple of weeks later, I thought, you know what, I'll jump on their website and I'll have a look. So jumped on the website, had a bit of a look around and was suitably impressed, but I was still like, I looked at the packages and I'm like, oh, I don't really want to spend that much money on wine because I'm not a big wine drinker, but I do like red wine. So I registered on their website, and a couple of weeks later they sent me some emails, and I hadn't really ordered anything, and then they sent me, it must have been like a promotional pack, and it was a case of wine, so 12 bottles, which I think was normally like $180 or something. I can't remember the exact price, but basically I worked out with the voucher and the discounted price, it was going to cost me $60 out of pocket, and that was it for a dozen bottles. So it was like $4.50 a bottle, which I was like, okay, probably can't go wrong with $4.50 a bottle. They've got this money back guarantee, and I thought, you know what, I'll order it. If I like it, great. If I don't like it, I'll test out this money back guarantee. So I placed my order. Delivery arrived within, I think it was 2 days, which was good. I live, Melbourne Metro, so it's not like I had to go to country or anything like that. Cracked open the case. It was 12 bottles, but it was 6 times 2, if that makes sense. So each bottle, there were 6 types of bottles, 6 types of wines, and 2 bottles of each type. Now, I'll be honest, I opened up the first, now, I've got to remember how I did this. I think over the first week, I opened 5 bottles, and I'll be honest, I didn't like any, and I was like, wow, I've made a bit of a mistake with this. Opened up the last bottle of the case, really liked it. So I was like, have I made a big mistake with this? I've got 12 bottles here, and really I only like the last bottle. So I emailed them and let them know what had happened. I explained that I'd got the case, that I didn't like, unfortunately, a large portion of the wines that had come in the case, and literally straight away they said, okay, have you got any unopened bottles? I said, yes, there's 6 here. I think it was 5 because I cracked open the second bottle of the one I did like. So there were 5 unopened bottles. They organised a courier to come and pick it up, gone, and then they gave me credits. Well, no, they didn't give me credit. They then organised another half case. So they sent me another 6 for me to test. They were going to send me another 12, but they said, let's send you 6 so you can we can make sure we don't send you another 12 you don't like. So they sent me another 6 bottles. The ones that I had opened, they didn't want back, so they said just dispose of those as you need to. So I've got another 6, and some of those I did like, and then they then did it again. So I think out of that first case, they literally replaced like 10 or 11 bottles. They looked after me really, really well. After my initial experience, I looked into further because they advertise to be an angel, and you can go onto a waiting list. So I put myself on as the waiting list to be an angel. Now, what an angel is you pay, once you get off the waiting list and you actually become an angel, you pay $40. They take $40 a month out of your account, and that goes onto your Naked Wines account. So you can still get that money back if you need to, but basically they'll direct debit your bank account, credit card or whatever for $40 a month, and that just ticks over. If you buy wine, you don't buy wine, just each month they just tick over $40 out of your account. Obviously, once you decide to place an order, all the money that you have in your wine account goes against that order, and any shortfall is then taken off your credit card or your bank account. Okay, so the other big benefit of being an angel is you get a free bottle of wine in your shopping cart each month. Now, I'll be honest, I maybe misinterpreted this a little bit. I thought that when they gave you a free bottle of wine each month, basically you paid your $40, that went into your Naked Wines account, and then they gave you a free bottle each month, and if you didn't order for 2 months, well, then there'd be multiple bottles. I was disappointed. That isn't how it works. The $40 is that's it. So $40 comes out of your account, goes in your Naked Wines account. They will then put a free bottle into your shopping basket, and it stays in there for a set period of time. Now, I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but I think it's like 3 or 4. It's basically 1 bottle per month. If you don't order within that period of time, that bottle then expires and your cart's empty until they then rotate to the next bottle, and they'll put another bottle in. So pretty well, if you're ordering once a month, once a month, you're going to get a free bottle. It just might not be the one that was originally in your basket. And in that time, all the orders I've placed, some bottles I've really liked, some bottles I haven't. And now I've really pushed these guys on their 100% money back guarantee. In my last order, was it my last order or the order before? I think the order before, I sent back 2 bottles. Well, I didn't actually send them back because I ordered 12 totally different bottles. 2 they replaced, and in my last order, again, and I've been going through different wines, and some of them, but just testing different styles, different types, that type of thing. And if I find one that I just don't like, if I open it and I'm like, I don't like the taste of that one at all, I'll just email them and say, yep, on this order, didn't like this wine, is there something you can do about it? And bang, within the next day, credit for that bottle of wine on my account. So I've already got the $40 that's sitting in my wines account for this month, and then I've got another, I think it was $25 or so for bottles that they've actually replaced. And it's not like, oh, can you tell us why you didn't like it or anything like that. It is no questions asked. Yep, no problems at all, sir. There's your credit. Which, when it comes to money back guarantees, I'll be honest, the biggest thing with Naked Wines has been their customer service and how quick they do their money back guarantee. You don't like a bottle, they just replace it. Now, I'll be honest, I approached them about doing this wine review because I was enjoying their wines so much, and I thought, I wonder if they'll send me some bottles to test. And thankfully, they have. These are the bottles they've sent me. Now, again, I said earlier that I'm not like a wine connoisseur. Now, this is the most professional angle, but I want to do this as we go along. Now, this is, I'm probably going to mess up all these names. So for all the winemakers that might watch this review, I apologize if I absolutely just destroy when I pronounce your name. Now, Jen Pfeiffer, I think I do that one right. Now, I've had a few of Jen's wines. I'll be honest, some of them I have liked, some of them I haven't. Now, this is the Diamond series. I know this is her top of the range one, so I'm very interested to crack that one open. So I figure I'll introduce them, I'll crack them open. I believe you're supposed to let them all air. Now, if I open all these at once, I'm going to have a lot of wine to drink over the next week or so. This is the Liz Richardson Merlot. So this one I know I've had in the past, and I like this one as well. I'll crack that one open. What I was going to say before was, I know you're supposed to open these up and let them air. Now, I've used a magic decanter, which I've got over here. These are a great little thing. My wife got me one of these for, I want to say, my birthday. Just a little magic decanter like that. Pour the wine in the top, it aerates because there's a couple of little air holes on the side, and yeah, straight into the glass. Very, very nifty little device. Now, this next one is the Westbound. This is by Ben Proctor. This is the Westbound 2012 Shiraz. It's empty. The reason for that is because I got 2 bottles in my last order. I finished them. I saw this arrive in this sort of sample review pack. Unfortunately, I've had this review pack for a couple of weeks, probably 2 weeks. What can I say about this one? Obviously, it is fantastic, probably one of the best wines I've had in I don't know how long, so much so that it's gone. So I will still review it when we get round to it. But Ben, fantastic job, mate. Like I said, it's already gone. So the next one I've got is the Horner Wines 2014 Chardonnay. Now, I'm not a white wine drinker, but you know what? I will crack this open. Now, I can vouch for their Cab Sav. They've got an orange Cab Sav. Now, the other thing I forgot to mention is when you are an Angel, you get cheaper prices. I've just had to look it up. The Shiraz of this guy, the normal price is $17.99, so $18 bottle of wine. If you're an Angel, it becomes $12.99, so you get $5 off. So it's like, I want to say 25-35% off. So yes, as I said, don't drink Chardonnay, but I'm not even sure if you need to air a Chardonnay, but we'll crack it open anyway. And moving along, now I'm not going to pronounce this one very well at all. Plaza, is that right? What do you guys reckon? Is that a Palazzo? Palazzo? This is a Cab Sav 2013. This one's very rich, if memory serves me correctly. I've also had a bottle of that in the past, and that also went down very well. Now, this is the bottle I've been eyeing off, wanting to open, because I know that this one, I think, is one of their more like top shelf wines. This one it's called My Other Self, Gary Knows Stuff. And that's the other thing, some of the wine names are a little bit unusual. My Other Self, Gary Knows Stuff. It is a 2013 Shiraz, Great Southern from Western Australia. So it's that one there. So And as I said, maybe I should read the backs of these. Here we are. We'll get to the tasting notes in a minute. So I'll crack that one open as well. Now, one thing I did notice with all the Gen Pfeiffer wines that I have had in the past, the day I opened them, they were a little bit not quite to my liking, and so that, I'll be honest, it made me sort of go off some of Jen's wines. But I did notice, and I didn't even know this was a thing, 4 days after the bottle's been open, so smooth. So we'll let the tasting begin. Alright, so as I said, cracked open the Gen. Now these are the tasting notes for Gen. The Diamond, now it's a Durif, D-U-R-I-F. I'm not even sure where that fits in the scheme of things. Holy mackerel, it's got a strong, is it called a strong nose? If you like your wines big, then look no further. My Diamond Durif is the wine for you. It has an intense, dark and brooding purple-red colour. It is a very dark wine. And a nose jam-packed with ripe blackberry and cherry fruit, supported by toasty new oak. The palate is big, bold and beautiful with ripe fruit flavours, tannin richness and a long finish. This wine is not for the faint-hearted. Ooh, brace yourself. For the angels who love big reds, Jen's Diamond Durif is for you. It's big, it's bold and it's beautiful. Great as a young wine, but with plenty of potential for long-term cellaring. And that is actually Gen just up there. Now, the other thing I've noticed with the Naked Wines website, they've got quite a active social community. So you can go on there, review the wines, and the winemakers will actually reply to your comments. All the comments that I've made on Jen's wines, she's replied to, you know, suggesting different things about letting them air, and I think it's called letting them air, but anyway. Okay, here we go. I actually really hope I like this one because, one, Jen comes across as a cool chick, and her wines are quite popular on the site. Oh, I don't know. It's very strong going down. You feel it go down like it's a bit, yes. Second sip is better, I'll be honest. It's that big, my tear duct on that side, I almost got a little tear. Oh. I'm not sure. The jury is still out on that one. Alright, next one is the Liz Richardson. That's this bottle here. We're going to go with the Liz Richardson Merlot. I have had this in the past. I think that's probably a bit too much wine for tasting. I'm not a professional taster, so I'm hoping I'm not half sloshed by the end of this review. But anyway, the review, or the tasting notes, sorry. For all the Merlot lovers out there, this wine is a wine to surprise. You get a lot of Merlot for your money and then some change. Okay. So it doesn't have anywhere near the punch that the last one did. It's very faint. Its balanced palate provides the structure for a medium-bodied wine that showcases the inherent red berry and plum fruit flavours of a variety. With lovely French oak maturation, this wine has the capacity to be cellared for a few more years, or if you can't wait, like us, it's perfect with a mushroom risotto. Okay, now this bottle, and I didn't say what the last one was. Alright, so this bottle here, normal price $12.99, so $13. Angel price is $9, so you save $4. I'm going to quickly just jump back to the Jen's one. Now Jen's, the Durif we just tried, normal price $26, Angel price is $19, so you save $7 on that one being an Angel. Alright, now this one, the Liz Richardson Merlot, I'm pretty sure this is good. See, that just goes straight down dangerously well. There's no aftertaste whatsoever, like there's no bite afterwards. The second sip is dangerous. Oh, it's very nice. A little bit dry on the tongue. Is that a description? Like that. That, it could be a dangerous bottle. Alright, next one, and I won't even bother cutting to another clip. is the Ben, as I said, the Ben Rector westbound, the Shiraz. Now that one, let's jump in here to my notes. Where are you, Ben? Here we go. The first wine from our brand new range, our first wine from our brand new winemaker, Ben Rector. Seductive sweet oak balanced with strawberries and cream with a ripe lifted nose. This wine will quickly grab your attention. The palate is voluptuous and perfectly weighted, filled with berries. This is a beautiful Australian Shiraz that will stand the test against any other. Now this one, $18.29, angel price, $13, $12.99. So you save about just over $5. I cannot rave enough about this wine. Just a little blurb that I got from Naked Wines about this one. Ben Rector bringing the Western Australian based winemaking partners to a total of 7, so they've got 7 WA winemakers on. Ben is focusing on winemaking in cool climates in Pemberton, and I think it's pronounced Geograph, and has identified some vineyards within these regions that he considers hidden gems capable of producing fantastic wines. Naked Wines supports independent winemakers across Australia and New Zealand, connecting with customers, with people who make the wines, a variety of brands, social platforms. Yep, all fantastic. Ben's career began in the Hunter Valley over 20 years ago. Hunter Valley, New South Wales, living in an iconic wine growing region, providing a variety of part-time jobs, and it wasn't long before Ben was invited to join a winery team working as a cellar hand. Hard work, long hours, but always a beer at the end of the day. Ben has since completed over 25 vintages working in Australia and overseas. Ben took up a full-time position at Broken Wood Winery in the Hunter Valley, working alongside a dynamic and passionate team and, of course, tasting some of the world's famous wines. His time at Broken Wood inspired Ben to become a winemaker, and he completed his winemaking degree at Adelaide University in 2006. I feel like I should be on Sale of the Century. Following his time in the Hunter, Ben accepted a winemaking position at Deep Woods Estate in Margaret River in 2007, before becoming the head winemaker for Smithbrook. Aged Hunter's Barossa Shiraz, oh geez, I'm going to start butchering these names. I think it's Otago Pinot, Margaret River Cabernets, and I think it's Pemberton Sab Blanc, are notably some of the wines Ben has enjoyed making and drinking the most. Since moving to the area, Ben has become a big fan of the Geograph wine region and is excited about the potential of the alternative varieties being grown in the local area. Rector, Ben, has launched one wine to date, boom, with Naked Wines, westbound Ben Rector Geograph Shiraz. Oh, it says Geograph down the bottom, I missed that. So yes, this bottle of wine is dangerously good. To give you an idea how good it is, as I said, this one didn't even make it to the tasting. That's how good it is. The 2 bottles I ordered, or that I got in my last order, I already have ordered another 4 bottles of this for my next order. It really is a fantastic Shiraz. Next cab off the rank is the Horner Wines 2014 Chardonnay. Now, as I mentioned before, I'm not a Chardonnay drinker. It doesn't even have a nose. I'm not even sure if you're supposed to smell a nose on a white wine. Notes, the latest vintage of Ash Horner's top shelf Chardonnay, and it does look top shelf, from an organic single vineyard in the Hunter Valley. This is Ash's very best and shows what he can really do when he has access to the very best grapes. A complex and balanced Chardonnay with loads of fruit flavour and a whack of oak. This wine is food friendly and suits both old and new style Chardonnay drinkers. This wine was made exclusively for the Angels in limited supply, so if you love it, then make sure you all make sure you grab your bottle now. So again, another perk of being an Angel is some of the wines are only available to Angels. Now, I'm not sure if there's supposed to be a nose. Wow. I don't drink white wine, but I drink that. That's incredibly smooth. Normally when I have white wine, I sort of taste it, I'm like, it's fizzy and it's like, ugh, I don't like that at all, but that is very, very nice. That is a $24 bottle, Angel price $16.99, so you save about $7. That is a dangerously nice Chardonnay. I say as I finish off that little glass. Moving along, we're up to the R Plaza New South Wales cab. Now, 2013. As I've mentioned in the past, I have had this one. $17.29 is normal price, angel price $10.99. So you're talking an $11 bottle of wine. If you go to the bottle shop and buy an $11 bottle of wine, you're not expecting a whole lot, I'll be honest. So this one, very nice. Oh, gee, it smells good. Okay, the inspiration for this wine comes from Rob's time working in Napa Valley, California. Grapes were were sourced from Rob's home region of Riviera, along with cool climate, high altitude region of the hilltops. The Riviera component is responsible for providing the wine's intense core of fruit, intense black currant and dark cherry flavors. The hilltops component provides the fine tanning structure and complexity, along with aromas of cedar spice and fresh mint. Together they produce a soft and full-bodied wine with balance and structure. Rob is our newest winemaker. His life has changed because of the angels, so he has made this wine just for us. So this again is one of those angel exclusive wines. I hesitate because I was going to say it's not quite as smooth as the Merlot. It's got a very slight, at the end of it, a very slight, right at the back of your tongue, like at the back of your palate, you get there's just a slight taste. But still nice. Don't get me wrong, when I say there's a taste, a sensation, like with a slight dryness. Yep. Still as good as I remember. Okay, last but not least is the Gary Stokes My Other Self Shiraz. This one over here, whoop, on the end, at the end there. Now this one, $19.99, so a $20 bottle. Angel price is $14, $13.99, so you save $6 as an angel. The latest vintage from WA winemaker Gary Stokes. This Shiraz has black fruit and pepper aromas. Oh wow, it does have. Typical of the cool climate Great Southern region. Top Great Southern producers like Howard Park and two names I would obliterate, Penanganit and Alcumai and Franklin River sell their Shirazes between $20 and $35 a bottle, but Naked Angels only paid $13.99 for this one. I am very interested and I am hoping that I do like this one. Smooth. It's got a slight lingering taste to it. It's very nice. I need to put that down. That's a nice bottle of wine. Okay guys, so that is my review of Naked Wines Australia. Those are my reviews for the bottles they sent me. My recommendation is if you are interested in wine or wine clubs, I would strongly suggest giving these guys a go. I was very skeptical, didn't want to basically be putting money down online, the whole bit, and I thought, you know what, the only reason I did it was because I was going to test out their money back guarantee, and their money back guarantee has been fantastic. Have I liked all their wines? No. I'm not going to turn around and say, oh yes, every single wine they make is fantastic and you're going to absolutely love it. Wasn't the case. Like I said, out of the first 12 bottles I got, I sent back 10, but they sent me 10 new ones, and of those 10 new ones I liked 6, and then the last 2 I just sort of kept anyway, and each time I rotate an order through, if I don't like a bottle, I send it back and they, without hesitation, give me either a credit or they recommend a new bottle. Okay, so fantastic. And as I've mentioned it multiple times, their customer service, I hesitate because I don't think I know of another company who has offered better customer service than Naked Wines Australia. And that's a big comment. Like, I've done reviews for a few companies. I would have to say their customer service has been very, very fast, always professional and polite, and every opportunity has resulted in them providing great customer service. Some companies go, oh, we'll try our best, and they only go to a certain point and they go, well, there's not really much more we can do for you. These guys have sort of got to that point there, and in one particular instance, which I won't go into, they went beyond that and they said, well, we'll look after that as well, and it was all sorted out. And I was like, wow, fantastic customer service. So that's the end of my wine review. I'll leave a link down below. The link is actually off to Naked Wines. If you are considering Naked Wines Australia, click the link down below. You'll get a $50 voucher like I did, and they'll also send some dollars my way, and that helps me put these reviews together. If you enjoy these reviews, please like it down below, subscribe up the top, comment down below if there's something in particular you'd like to see me review. You can also find all my social media links down below, and that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the review, and I'll see you next time.